My name is Gary Ericson. I'm Supervisor of Operations for the Loche section of the Ministry of Highways. My job duties, I supervise and arrange work schedules and for my crew in Loche. The incident happened on January 22nd, 2016. There was a shooting in Loche at the school and one house where 4 people were killed and 7 people were wounded. And it was an awful tragedy, and there was a lot of people coming up to Loche after that. The weather was awful, of course. We had snowstorms, we had freezing rain, and a lot of dignitaries coming up, a lot of people, family coming up to see their relatives. So, well, it was through our work, like I said, the freezing rain hit, the snowstorms hit. We had to keep the airport open for politicians and dignitaries to come in. We had to keep the roads cleared so people could come and visit their families. So we were busy. We worked EDOs, weekends. We even had people working all night to get some highways that were jackknifed on the road off. So it was a busy time.
An air ambulance rushed one of the shooting victims to a hospital in Saskatoon. There was no word on who the victim was or the extent of their injuries. One of several people gunned down.
I can tell you that we have 1 male in custody. Public safety is no longer at risk, and we have secured the firearm.
The shots rang out at a high school in Loche at around 1 p.m. Reportedly, multiple gunshots were heard, and almost immediately the school was put into lockdown, along with a nearby elementary school. Over the phone, witnesses described the shooting.
And we saw blood on one of the teachers. She went towards the door and another person got shot in front of me. She fell to the ground.
People, I'm sure, are trying to come to grips with the enormity of this, the number of lives that have been lost and the tragic circumstances surrounding it.
Hello, my name is Keith Janvier. I work for Ministry of Highways and Infrastructure in Loche. I'm a equipment operator. My job duties, I operate equipment such as grader, I drive trucks, and sometimes I do supervisor duties when our supervisor is not there. So.
Hi, my name is Teffany Lamaigre. I work with Ministries of Highways and Infrastructure. And I'm a heavy equipment operator. My job duties is to keep the road clean. The incident that happened on January 22nd, 2016, it was during lunchtime when I got a phone call from my mom. I was on my lunch break, and my mom called me. She was like, did you hear anything? I was like, no, why would happen? And she was like, I heard there's a school shooting going on right now. And I was like, what, are you serious? This can't be happening. Like, this is not something you hear every day. Like, this is something you hear or see on the news. And for a second, I didn't believe it. And then, so I thought, I go see for myself. And I went for a drive to the school area, and there's a whole bunch of people outside running around, crying, not knowing, what's going on the inside, right? And, imagine, those kids were inside the building. People were running around, trying to go inside to see if their kids are okay. The day it happened, the next day, actually, January 23rd, everybody started coming in from out of town for support. Even from Northwest Territories, doesn't matter where they're from, everybody from surrounding areas, they were there to support us. We never once called in, and we made sure the highways were good because people were flying in and out from the surrounding areas to support us. And we worked 16, 17 hours just so the people would come in safe, like from out of town. Airports, up north, Highway 155. We were there like to clean it, like to plow, whatever it needed to be done, we did it.
Worked around the clock not only, but we helped out in the community events such as auctions and whatnot, so whatever it needs, whatever was need to be done, the workers were there too, so after hours, so.
I've grown to have a great appreciation for my crew. They went above and beyond their call of duties at that time for the fact that not one of them missed a day of work. Not one of them didn't come when I called for whatever needed to be done, despite the fact that they were having troubled times themselves. I think this crew deserved excellence awards for all the work they did. They went above and beyond the duty. And not only did they do their work at the highways, they were helping out, volunteering in the community on a daily basis. Teffany would go to the school in the evenings and work with the kids and playing sports, volleyball, and etc., just to keep their minds off what had happened. Some went to work at the auctions and they worked till late at night and they'd still be there at work the next day. A lot of them just volunteered at many events that went on. So they all deserve awards.